Sadhguru Sharanam. Hello my dear friends, I am Ashalada Srijit. Welcome to Life Divine's new episode. Reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, and writing an exact man, says the great philosopher-statesman Francis Bacon. Yes, writing is an essential job skill. It's a basis upon which our learning, our intellect and our work is judged by our superiors, isn't it? So, hasn't it ever happened to you that you know everything and you are well prepared, but you just can't score full marks? Yes, so here are some tips and techniques for you for honing your writing skill. Being an evaluator for 10th standard CBSE board exams, I think I can help you to know an evaluator's perspectives. Okay, so without much ado, let's get going. It's well said that you never get a second chance to make the first impression. First impression is always the best impression, but keep in mind, the last impression is going to be the everlasting one. So my first tip is, begin your essay with a mind-blowing introduction and end with a thoughtful conclusion. So how to prepare a beautiful introduction? You have to add quotes. So my second tip is, you collect maximum number of quotes so that it can add glitter to your writing. For example, if you have given the topic global warming, you can start with this quote, that is, don't burn fossils, otherwise you will become a fossil soon. So like that, there are so many quotes available. You can search yourself. I have given you a number of quotes on different topics. You can make use of that and you can very well present your essays. So always begin and end your essays with a punching quote. Okay, my third tip is, you have to replace commonly used verbs with advanced vocabularies. For example, instead of the word dangerous, if you are using the words perilous or hazardous, just imagine the impression it's going to create in the mind of the evaluator. And like that, you can use the word novel instead of new. And for trouble, you can use the word peril. And for the word unhappy, you can use the word dismal. For strange, you can use queer. So there are so many words like that. So I have given you a list of such commonly used words and its synonyms. So you can very well make use of that. Okay, so and the next tip is, you have to use idioms, proverbs and anecdotes in your essays. For example, I'll tell you, if you want to end your essays by exhorting people to be optimistic, what would you usually do? We usually write be optimistic, you can even difficult times will lead to better days, isn't it? But just think, if you are going to end that essay with this idiom, every cloud has a silver lining. Wow, just imagine the impression it's going to create in the evaluator's mind. Okay, like that, if you want to say this is not an easy job, just write it's not a piece of cake. If you want to say that you have to keep that away, you have to use this, keep something at bay. So here are some idioms for you. You can very well use this in your writing. My fifth tip is, you have to infuse the essays with figures, dates and examples. Never present a general statement. For example, if the topic given is reckless driving, you can embellish your essay with this statement. Look here, approximately 1.35 million people die each year as a result of road traffic clashes. Like that, if the topic is deforestation, you can write like this. The UN's Food and Agriculture Organization estimates the annual rate of deforestation to be around 13 million kilometers square per decade. So you can collect such statistics and very well use it in your essays. Okay, so my sixth technique is brainstorming. Now we all know that content is king. So we have to arrange the content in a logical and sequential manner. So how to arrange that? For this, brainstorming is very helpful. So what's brainstorming? It's posing questions to oneself. So when a topic is given, you can ask, what's the meaning of this topic? What's the definition of this topic? Then you can ask, which are the main issues? Then you can ask, why this is happening? Why this problem? Then you can ask yourself, who are responsible for this? Then you can ask, how can we solve this? Then you can think about the causes and its effects. Then you can think about the advantages and disadvantages. And then you can predict something. So by posing such questions, what happens? Your brain gets stimulated. it starts processing all the previously assimilated knowledge and brings out the long forgotten details from the crevices of our memory. So once you get all these points, you can easily arrange it. In the first paragraph, after the introduction, you can write the main point and its subpoints and also add some facts and examples as I told you. Second paragraph, second main point, subpoints, and in the third paragraph, you can give the solutions, and then in the last paragraph, conclude it. When you conclude, it should meet the introduction also. That is, that point should have a completion. That circle should be completed. So if you keep all these 6 techniques in your mind and practice writing, I'm damn sure that you will score full marks in your writing section. Okay, so now let's have a quick overview of the formats of different types of writing. First, essay. When you write an essay, you have to give a suitable title. So that's all. So very simple. Then 5 paragraphs. Okay, so I've given a model. You can just go through that. And now coming to the format of article. Here also you have to give a suitable title that should be very catchy, and then you have to write the name of the writer. Then coming to the body, you have to arrange it in a logical and sequential manner. Then coming to the third type, that is debate. What is debate? It's actually an argument in a formal manner. So when the topic is given, you can actually support or oppose the motion. So there is a format that you have to begin with a suitable introduction or salutation. So I am giving the model, then you have to present the problem, and then you have to go on narrating logically and sequentially the points, valid points. Then you have to come to the conclusion, that is solution or whatever it is. You have to conclude it in an innovative way, and also end with thank you. So here a model is given, you can go through that. So here I want to give you an advice, that is, you have to choose the side which you personally want to support. Okay, then that will make it very easy. Then the next type of writing is speech. What is speech? That all of you know. Begin with a salutation or greeting. So a model is given, and then you have to disclose the topic, because I am here to speak a few words about the topic. The topic should be disclosed. Then you have to go on narrating facts, data, relevant examples and stories also, and you have to draw conclusion again in an innovative way and end with thank you. Okay, now report writing. So what is a report? A report is a brief account of an event that has already happened. So when you write a report, you should give a proper heading, then then you have to write the reporter's name. Don't write your personal name, the name given in the question. And then you have to, when you write a report, you have to use past tense and use passive form of expression. And it should be less formal and more descriptive. Report writing should be less formal and it should describe all the events that have already happened. Okay. Then coming to blog writing. A well-structured blog writing will catch the reader's attention and make them want to read. It's said like that. So that it should have a very good structure so that you can attract readers. Here a model is given. And then coming to the last piece, that is email writing. There are 2 types of email writing, informal one and formal one. And one more is there, that is semi-formal. So I'll give you the models, and here the format is you have to first write the subject line, then salutation, then body of the mail, and then signature. Okay, so informal mail. So we write these informal mails to our friends, family members and our relatives. So here you can use polite, friendly and casual words, and you have to begin with proper greetings and closings. Okay, then semi-formal. So that we usually write to our teammates or colleagues. Here also you can use friendly language, but you have to maintain the limit of decency. Okay, then the last one, that is formal email. So we are actually writing formal mails for business communication, for professional use, for any government department, for school authority, for company or any offices. So you have to use polite formal words and the reason for writing the mail, and there should be clarity and there should be proper greeting and closing. So here I've given a model for that also. So I would like to sum up. Just go through all the tips that I have given you. You have to do your own research works, you have to collect new vocabulary, proverbs, idioms, facts and that relevant examples, and you have to always by heart some of them and use all these things in your essays lavishly and score good marks. So hope you have enjoyed this video. If you find this to be useful, please don't forget to share this with your friends and relatives. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, please go and smash that subscribe button, like, share and comment. So see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Sadhguru.